to resolve the issue of youth unemployment. Yeah. How come we as a country and even the devolved system, we do not seem to think that way? As a final word to this.
Yes, as a final word, just two things. One is, I regret to say, but we saw it during the devolution conference in Homa Bay, that by and large, going by what the governors were displaying, is that you get the feeling, and when you read the gloomy articles over the weekend, a scenario whereby the majority of governors, at least 40 of them out of the 47, you can say these are very low caliber individuals who are basically there to steal. They are thieves for every practical purposes. And when you see, when you dedicate yourself to theft, it is highly unlikely that during these 5 years that you would be able to do anything else, because theft takes time to pull whatever games you are doing to steal public resources. And therefore, part of the challenge, in my view, is that Kenyans themselves, particularly when you vote in 2027, we cannot afford to elect 40 thieves out of 47. That is where the starting point must be, so that you can be able to get people into public office who actually intend to work for the people. Number two, at the national government level, and this is what you see the newspapers and everywhere, there's a sense in which it is again a high caliber presidency and parliament that we are running. And therefore, there's a lot of fixing to do for this country. So that when you say that why can't we do this or the other, the big questions would be, who will be able to do that? Because you must look at each other in the eye and say, are these the lot, honestly, that we are expecting them to make the difference? So that probably is a challenge for the future. If you ask me, the laws are okay. We can say patch-ups, like all these rewards that we are doing. We just hope, for example, like when it comes to football and other sports, let us also have a reward scheme in football, so that the government itself can say, we have put 50 million shillings, and when people at the end of the year, position 1 to 10, if there are 20 teams, then you are going to be rewarded this or the other way. That can be an extension of what is already happening, if you can do it there. But of course, the big challenge over the years would be to institutionalize. Both at the national level, you need leaders with big vision. And of course, we'll need at the lower level, at the governor's level, situations whereby at the end of the day, you say, for this function that is devolved, in your budgeting, did you put any money? How many youths have you really helped to ensure that in your county, there you can be able to take some credit, that during my time, you can even say you can start with 1,000. In 5 years, if you can say there's 1,000 youths who got into sports and they are eking out a living out of it on account of the county's effort, it would be a good start. Right. But right now, I guess, most of the counties are doing zero.
A lot of celebration on all front pages, given what Harambee Stars did yesterday by beating Zambia. They had already qualified for the quarterfinals of the CHAN tournament, but they now go into the quarterfinals as favorites, topping the league with 10 points ahead of Morocco and DRC Congo. They'll now be enjoying home advantage here, playing from Kenya as a group leaders at the Kasarani, and they'll be hosting Madagascar on the 22nd of this month. Meanwhile, Tanzania will be facing Morocco in Tanzania. Tutaona vile kutaenda huko. But it's also a moment for us to take stock about sports and how, going forward, this kind of excitement and celebration can be sustained, even in as far as creation of employment. So yes, all the best to Harambee Stars. We now come back home and discuss other issues.